do the impossible, impossible.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, gang, gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the...
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Easy.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Complete. Smith has it. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call, running left. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's brought down. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Seattle. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Oh, what a juke into space. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time, and that's what's happening to the...
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Max Williams, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The Seahawks at 500, sitting at 5-5. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. Dancing to his left. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Murray now to throw.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
These two teams, remember, met in Inglewood earlier in the year with the Rams coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Murray. And this one is incomplete.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Throwing
now is Murray. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, Murray.
And complete once again to Watson.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Joe Mixon
Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hurry!
They'll look to throw here.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses happen their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Come on. Hey.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Escaping the pressure right.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
27 yards there, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The previous play went to the offense with a nice run, but that last play we just saw certainly went to the defense.
So you're keeping a little bit of a ledger there, aren't you?
Talent.
You know, somebody wins, someone loses, but you get this sense offensively, they're continuing to probe around, trying to find the runs that are going to work, and then they'll go to them consistently.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Mix it up the middle. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Murray going to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 8. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Play fake. Murray. And it'll be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. A give running right is Chubb. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Still 9 remaining on second down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
To throw again on second down. Murray. He'll complete this one to Watson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for some.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this stuff that they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Finding Gray going across the field. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Hardman on the return. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Let's go!
They begin with a run by Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray, a quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Quick drop by Jalen Johnson. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They're set up to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nick Chubb with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Slides up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Murray. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jermaine Johnson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray running the slant. Gray with it. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On play action, it's Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on it before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. A good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17.
So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
On 2nd and 10, Murray over the middle, and he's got Gray. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number It's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The Rams on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is third down and 12. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Murray now on first down. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That's complete left side to Gray. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Danny Gray from 13 yards out. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 84 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. Here's Chubb on the read option. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They run it again with Chubb. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Chubb on the read option. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to let it fly. And that one almost intercepted. Well, he's got 2 already, nearly a third, but not to be it. It's 4th down.
give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Watson making the catch. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden.